The thing, trucking is changing in front of you and you don't have no idea. I've made $1,000 dashing. That was the same amount of money I was making at J&J. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Borrowed Time channel. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, I'm here to break people's hearts. You know you have wasted 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years of your life trucking. I'm here to break your heart. That's okay though. You know, if I'm here to break your heart, that's okay. Maybe you just need a different perspective to make a change. And for you young drivers, you need to hear what I'm about to say and what I'm about to tell you, because a lot of old drivers and other drivers would tell you that trucking is all sweet, beautiful, sunshine and rainbows, but it's really not. So that's why I'm making this video, just as my thumbnail showing to you. Some DoorDashers make more money than truck drivers. I've done it. I wasn't able to speak on it because I heard a lot of people used to put it in my comment on my videos that, you know, I'm not doing this anymore. Uber pay way more than trucking nowadays and stuff like that, but I never believed that. If you watch my previous video, I told you I'm not working with that company. It's been a month ago. Through the process, I was door dashing. I have to tell you, we didn't have to work all day, and I was averaging, on a slow day, I can make $140. I work at J&J and my paycheck barely was $1,000. If you're an Uber driver in a big city, there is no point for you to be a truck driver. There is no point. And that's the sad truth. You know, if you compare trucking and Uber, you think Uber or DoorDash, you think these jobs as a side hustle. You're not looking at trucking as a side hustle. You look at trucking as a career. You're looking trucking as something that you can build on. You can go get a house with. You can go get your car with. You can get your apartment with. You can use to build your family with. You know, that's a career. That's how we look in trucking. We're not looking trucking as a side hustle like you work at Subway, McDonald's, a side hustle like DoorDash. But guess what? The truth is, it's turning to be a side hustle. That's why a lot of people say that trucking will never go away. You're absolutely right. Trucking will never go away. They can never replace truckers. And if they do, never say never, because a lot of things can happen, right? The time where they won't need any truck driver on the road is not now. It's not now. So don't worry about that. AI won't take your job no time soon as a truck driver. But the thing that would take your job soon, very soon, less than probably 5 years, is happening right now. What would take your job is the fact that you won't be able to provide for yourself. And if you are able to provide for yourself, it's at what cost? At what cost? That you'll be willing to provide for your family, provide for the home that you want, the city that you want to live in, the apartment that you want, the car that you want. At what cost? And that's why a lot of people living trucking. Because if you see Little Caesar, Subway, McDonald's, people work there. Why a lot of people not lining up at McDonald's to work at McDonald's? They always need workers. Subway always need workers. Little Caesar always need workers. Walmart always need workers. The money they pay is not enough to take care of yourself. The money they pay is not enough to live in a nice neighborhood that you would like to live in. The money they pay is not enough for you to live and provide for a car that you would like to have, to take care of your family the way you would like to. That's why a lot of people looking for better jobs, better career, better trade. I think trucking turned out to be just as you work at Little Caesar. Literally, it's turned out to be a side hustle, because if you can make the same amount as what's considered a side hustle as Uber and DoorDash, then trucking is dying. That means there is no point for me to go to school for trucking, because I don't have to go to school to be a DoorDasher. It's just on my phone. As long as I have an iPhone, I'm good. So what is the point? Why I have to go to only 4 weeks of school, have that trade, one mistake can give me a part of the truck business, go on the road for a year or two, sacrifice, just to make the same amount as a dasher that just click dash now? What is the point? What is the point to do it? And that's the reason why trucking will die. People may not want to go through the process of sacrifice so much just to make the same amount of money of DoorDashers or Uber drivers. You know. So I wanted to throw this out there. Trucking will never die. Trucking will be considered as a side hustle. It may not be considered as a side hustle, but when you do the math, it is considered as a side hustle. If you're a real person and you know you're driving and you got common sense, you know what I'm talking about. If you got common sense, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That trucking turned out to be a side hustle. It's only a small portion than drivers that make crazy amount of money, that have all the endorsement, and they probably were working for a very long time, for 30 years, 40 years, and make a crazy amount of money. Don't listen to all the things you see on social media that truck driver make crazy amount of money. That is not true. That is not true. Some drivers not even make $500. And after 5 years, you got truck drivers that can't even make $1,500. Okay? So don't listen to drivers that say that truck driver make crazy amount of money. Some of them make, but that's not the majority. And I'm here addressing the majority and what changing. Look, the sacrifice that I had to make with J. I'm driving a big truck, very sensitive, very dangerous. I was on the road a week, 2 weeks at a time. I was in control of my time. I had to drive nighttime, stuff like that. This is the life of a trucker, right? But as a DoorDasher, you're in control of your time. You know what time is going to be busy, what time is not going to be busy. The time is busy, you can go out. The time is not busy, you can go back in. You see? So you in control. And if you are more disciplined, you can get yourself into a lot more things. You can go back to school, learn another trade. You are more in control with your life. So the moral of the story is, I'm saying this to say, trucking is dying. It's turned to be a side hustle. Go get you another trade, something concrete, something that you cannot be fired when you make one mistake. And go to school, go learn a better trade. Trucking is not a trade. It's a side hustle now. It's a side hustle. All right, without further ado, I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, peace out.